It's August 19th, 2009. We're in the state of New Jersey, Mercer County, and I'm in my master bathroom on the second story, looking out the window. And as you can see out the window, see my giant garden. These are all, I'm growing giant vegetables. This is my hobby. Good state to be growing in them, since this is the garden state. And if you look right here, we have a corn plant. This is a pretty tall plant. It's a tropical maize from Ecuador. If we come out here, let's go out the window, see what's going on. If I can reach it. Okay, I got it. Now, if you look down in here, you can see anything. Got quite a bit of developing leaves. I don't see any signs of tasseling whatsoever. So this plant should definitely reach at least 20 feet. 20 foot is directly over top of this window. Right above me here, we have the gutter and the soffit. It's about 20 feet. So if we look around here to our left, we can see some different amaranth. We have some giant amaranth. There's one or two hybrid amaranth that I created from giant amaranth, and we have some Mexican corn over here, none of which is tasseling. We'll look over this way. Now we have some other races of corn from Ecuador, and far down we have some from the real tall one over there is from Mexico, and that's all above my garage. Now across the way, that's my main garden over there. This garden here along the house, this is all new. I put this in this year. I just dug it out and threw some seeds in. Across the way, we have my main garden. I've had this for quite a few years now. And we have different varieties of tropical maize. I have some from Colombia, some from Ecuador, some from Mexico. We have some giant amaranth over here. Straight across is some pearl millet. Didn't do as well this year. Last year was 13 foot easily. This year it's a little bit under that, but still seems to be growing. Hopefully we'll get about what we did last year. Some amaranth this way. Some really tall plants. There's one under the corn leaf here, you can see that's pretty tall. And over here we have my patch of giant amaranth. There's some pretty big plants over there. Some probably around the 19-20 foot area. They are a hybrid. The ones in the back, the really tall ones, are a hybrid of a tidal marsh amaranth and a giant amaranth. I grew those because I was hoping they'd grow quicker. Unfortunately, they seem to flower much earlier than the pure giant amaranth. Those plants actually started flowering at the beginning of this month. And once they started to flower, I panicked and hoped that I could stop them from flowering. So what I did, at least to slow it down, so what I did was I tried something new this year and gave them really high doses of plant hormones to try to increase stem elongation, and it seems to work because they actually started flowering several feet above the trellis. I see minor flowering on the top of the plant. There's some on there's more of it's on the sides, but the main growing tip of the plant seems to have very few flowers, and it still is continuing to grow. I mean, easily has grown 5 feet since the time it started flowering, and it's growing at a pretty decent clip. I have not seen any slowdown whatsoever with the flowering, so that's a good sign. Okay, let's go to the other bathroom window. Let's close this one. Go to my other bathroom. Yeah, we do it big here in New Jersey. Alright, we look down here. What we have here is a pure giant amaranth. This one's growing pretty good. It's up to the window here. This plant has no flowers whatsoever. You can see here it's all leaves. So this plant definitely has a ways to go. And over to the left here, here's a sterile hybrid. And here's another one down here. This one kind of fell over. So it's got a big bend in the stem. It's curving upward, going up the side of the house. I thought I almost lost it during a storm. But this amaranth, I usually get 18 to 19 feet. Won't get any seeds from it. You can only get it from the original cross between a amaranth from Zambia and the giant amaranth. And we got some more giant amaranth further down. I'm practicing growing these in different types of shade, see what they do. See if I can get them really tall, growing in the shade. That one plant way in the back is growing in almost absolute shade, and it's still doing pretty well. And if you look around the yard, you can see all different kind of marrow and zucca vines. It totally took over the yard, so I stopped mowing. And the main garden across. So, that's your tour. I hope you liked it, and hopefully I'll have some more for you later in the year.